3 benefits to keeping a diary or a journal. Hello everybody, it's Tom here from the Company Code, author, educator and public speaker. Today I'm going to discuss the benefits of keeping a diary or a journal and what that can do for you. Okay. Speaking from personal experience, many years back I used to keep a diary and did for a number of years. I one day stopped, and sometimes I wonder why I did stop, to be honest. Probably because at the time I didn't really appreciate what I was putting in it and what it was actually doing for me, you know. So I'm going to go through what the benefits are, why you may want to adopt this, particularly for your mental health. It's a really good thing to do, to keep a diary. Like anything really, actually you're putting out what's inside, and that isn't a bad thing, you know, particularly where your mental health is concerned. Okay, so the first benefit of keeping a diary, well, quite simply, it would allow you to process your thoughts. You're literally dumping your thoughts on paper. Okay, now for those of you who had your mental health issues, depression, anxiety, like myself, that is something that really is good value to you. Okay, you're literally processing what you're thinking and feeling, but instead of like thrashing out, crying, or maybe doing something you shouldn't, what you're actually doing is putting it down on paper, getting your thoughts out there, and you're going through it in your head. And it's probably more of a healthy benefit than some of the other things that you can do. But definitely keeping a diary in that respect will really help you. You know, allow you to self-reflect, allow you to gather your thoughts, to maybe go back on certain situations that have happened and certain thoughts you've had and process why you've come to that conclusion. It really is a useful tool in aiding that sort of mind state of trying to, you know, process what you feel. And I think definitely when I was not well myself, having a diary would have really helped. But I was in a different mind space back then, and obviously I stopped keeping a diary when I was a teenager, so, you know, not really much more to write, really. But there you go. Second thing, well, this will boost your creativity overall, 100%. This will really benefit you creative-wise, okay? Now, some of you may be like authors. Some of you may like to write books, you know. Keeping a diary is a wonderful way of getting yourself in the mind state of writing, and not only writing consistently, and also being quite analytical and very good at editing, because obviously in a diary you've only got a small space to write usually, depending on the size of the diary, and probably allow you to be very succinct and to the point with what thoughts and what things you put in there. You know, like just basically the highlights of the day or whatever it is you've been thinking that you feel you need to put on paper. It's definitely an aid in terms of creative writing, and I think keeping a diary is like the first step really to realising that. For any of you who've kept a diary, you may or may not agree that the whole premise of writing constantly will probably allow you to focus your spelling, your grammar, your punctuation, and not only that, the content in which you put down in a diary. You know, what is it that's valuable to you? What is it that's inside? What is it that's possibly value to others? Therefore, if you're someone who's creating content to help others in sort of a coaching angle, then this is definitely something that will be of great benefit to you by keeping a diary. So you think of it like the first point was really like the mental health side of it. Second one is actually using that in a creative way to help others, maybe even just not to help others, maybe just for yourself, but equally and or somebody could get some benefit from it. So therefore you are inadvertently doing that, even if you don't think you're doing that. Okay. The third benefit of keeping a diary, it allows you to stay organised. Of course it does, if that's how you're using it really. But organised on many facets, if you think about it. It's organisation of your thoughts, like I said in the first point. And it's also organisation of maybe stuff that you need to be reminded of in the day. It can help you to be remembering things. You know, a video I did recently about remembering. Diary is definitely a great way to remember important information, alright? But you know, the important information you put in there might not just be like keep dates or whatever, but it could just be something for yourself that you need to know. And obviously it's a very personal thing, a diary. You know, it's very much your stamp of your day and everything that's going into that. You know, I can tell you years ago, my diaries consisted of a few things, and you'll laugh. That was for a teenage boy, I suppose. I very much liked to play football, so I'd record in it how many goals I'd scored. I know, it's laughable. And also, I'd record the weather, because I quite like, you know, the environment and stuff. And then it'd be any other things that had happened, you know, like obviously in school, you have all sorts of things happen in secondary school. I mean, I could tell you, like, but equally it was all very good at the time, but it's not something I've considered continuing really. I mean, I do journal now, and I do not really keep a diary, but I do journal. But I journal thoughts. It's more of a mental health thing, and I also journal gratitude every day, which allows you to be in a happier state of mind. So like, there's that side of it as well. There's a little bonus pointer there for you, and I just do it every day. Like 10 things I'm grateful for, and other stuff. You know, you can use diary for certain law of attraction, should I say, practices like scripting, for example. That's a very good way to sort of do your diary talks. You know, definitely. So yeah, there's many benefits. Free is probably just scratching the surface really, but those are three that I really relate to, and I think you will as well. Okay, so yeah, first video of the week. I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening as always. Appreciate your time and energy spent on my channel. First of three this week. Put down in the comment section below, do you keep a diary? Is it something that you've done in the past, something you want to do, something you came away from? What are your benefits to you personally that you think others may take away as well? Remember to hit that subscribe button down below and leave me a thumbs up and a like, and let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know when my next content's out. Until then everyone, I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening as always. I really appreciate the time and energy spent. I'll be back in a couple of days with my second of 3 videos for this week. Until then, thank you very much. Take care and bye for now.